This morning, of course, a very sad morning for the country. And just to mention and, of course, just state on that presidential proclamation announced by President Uhuru Kenyatta, it says, "It is with profound sadness and sorrow that I announce the passing of a great African statesman, His Excellency Daniel Moi, the second President of the Republic of Kenya. His Excellency, the former President, passed on at the Nairobi Hospital early morning of the 4th of February in presence of his family." And of course, we'll be bringing you more details of this proclamation and what it states. Our reporter, Kennedy Muredi, is currently at the Lee Funeral Home where the body of the late retired president is expected to arrive. A very not good morning to you, Muredi. What can you tell us from Lee? Has the body arrived yet?
Well, a very sad morning, as you say, Zainab, there in studio. And here at the Lee Funeral Home, a few minutes ago, actually, a while ago, the body was brought at the Lee Funeral Home just a few meters from Nairobi Hospital, where he passed on this morning. And already we have seen family members, former security heads, and also friends of President Moi, who have just actually come in, and each of them are going into the Lee Funeral Home just to view the body and make sure that, yes, it is true that the Mzee is no more. At the age of 95, he has actually gone, and we have seen most of them cabinet secretaries who have even come. We have seen Energy CES Ketera has already come. We have seen CS Chelugui, who has also come. And you know that CS Chelugui hails from Baringo County, and he is one of the people who was early to arrive here. And he arrived a few minutes just after a statement had been issued by Senator Gideon Moi, who is the son of the former president. And he issued a statement that lasted less than a minute, saying that, yes, it is true that Mzee has rested, and they would want the family to be given an opportunity to mourn. We have seen most of the people who have actually come here at the Lee Funeral Home, and they're conversing in low tones and in small groups as they try to remember the life and times of Mzee Moi, who served this country for a period of 24 years. We have seen so many people come in, and immediately this news broke, and as people were making their way into Nairobi Hospital just to come and know this information themselves, already the GSU had already taken over, and everything, all roads that are leading to Nairobi Hospital and to Lee Funeral Home, and the gate itself has been taken over by the security. What we know is that Ralph Bunch Road has already been closed, and nobody is being allowed to use that road, and they are saying that it is only essential access. On the other side, Agwins Kodek Road has already also been taken. This is at the roundabout of Silver Springs Hotel, and anybody who is being allowed there has to have essential access to this particular area. So that is what is happening at this particular point, and we do expect probably later on, because we have seen the presidential guard, there is a probability that he might be coming here. We are not certain of that particular fact, but I also saw some outriders, probably an indication that Deputy President William Ruto will be coming to this particular place if he is not in the mortuary already. But we do know that it is a somber mood, and he has been here at the Nairobi Hospital on life support, as they say. And when the president gave that presidential proclamation, then it is what people had been waiting for. There are those who are here and they're saying it is not a sad day, but it is a day to celebrate the life of former President Daniel Arap Moi. At 95, there are so many people who would have wanted to live that long and actually experience what he has been able to experience in his lifetime, because not so many people we do know have gotten to that age. Just the other day, we were celebrating when former Attorney General Charles Njonjo clocked 100 years, and this time we are celebrating the life of President Moi, who has lived up to 95 years. So these are some of the sentiments that we'll probably be looking forward to hearing from those people who will be coming out of the Lee Funeral Home, probably to talk to us. But there is so much security, and everything is happening meticulously as people are trying to manage the people who are going in, the people who are coming out of that particular the Lee Funeral Home. and also the information that is coming out is actually very guarded at this particular time, because they do expect that there is going to be one center of information. We have seen there's some people who are even talking to the media and telling them what to talk about and what not to talk about, because everything is being done in planning mode, and this is something probably that had been arranged all along since that time the proclamation had been made. And everything that is happening is actually, we are walking into it as the security officers are here. They are also managing the people who are coming here, but most of the people that we have seen coming into this particular Lee funeral home are people who worked very closely with President Moi in his days. We have seen those people, those politicians that he did mentor in those days. I have seen a few minutes ago Dalmas Otieno, who is now at the SRC, just walking. I have seen some members of parliament from Rift Valley come in. I have seen the senator of Nairobi, that is Johnson Sakaja, come in. And yesterday I was just having a conversation in parliament with Ngunjiri, Bahati member of parliament, Kimani Ngunjiri, and we were talking about President Moi, and there he was talking to me with regards to he owes his life to President Moi, and this is and he said that whatever he has at this particular time is something that has been born out of the relationship that he had with President Moi. Most of them actually would credit those people who are in senior positions, either in government or in politics at this particular time, would actually credit their life with President Moi, who was touted as the professor of politics. And most of them say that when he held their hand and walked with them, it is something that they were looking forward to, and it is something that has shaped their political careers until now. You will also remember that President Uhuru Kenyatta, the current president of Kenya, is a protege of President Moi, as he brought him out, gave him and actually even brought him to parliament and declared that in 2002, when he was leaving office, he was his successor or his preferred successor. It did not come to happen, but in 2013 it came to pass after the era of President Moi Kibaki. So we are capturing the somber mood, we are capturing the mood here at the Lee Funeral Home as leaders walk in, family members walk in, and probably they will be giving a detailed statement with regards to what steps are going to follow. President Uhuru Kenyatta, as Zainab has already said, has announced mourning from now until when the president is going to be buried. And also another thing that we saw before we go is that the military also came in and took over from there, because President Uhuru Kenyatta has already declared that it is going to be a state funeral. So everything that is going to be accorded to President Moi is going to be stately. So this is just what we are gathering at this particular time. There is that statement that was given by his son, Senator Gideon Moi, which was less than a minute, saying that yes, it is true that it has happened. So it will be very interesting to see what are the events that will follow, what date is going to be announced for that burial, and what other things are going to take over from this particular moment, as we do wait for that all-important statement that is going to come from family members who are already here at the Lee Funeral Home. I can see also the Secretary General of the KANU party, that is his party, which he said KANU niya baba na mama, that is Nick Salat already there. But also, Zainab, there are some statements that you will never forget associated with President Moi. Just before he left power, he had said that anybody who had wronged him, he was requesting for their forgiveness, and those whom he had wronged, he is requesting for them, and those who had wronged him, he had forgiven them. So these are some of the statements that we'll be looking forward to as we wait for what is going to happen next. As of now, Zainab, I'll let you go to other people who are in other different parts of the country.